What's up, legends? Welcome back to the channel. In this video, we're going to be jumping in to test the new major augment available for Napalm Burst here in Black Ops 7 Zombies, known as Petroleum. Petroleum makes Napalm Burst leave a pool of fire on the ground, so it's going to be quite a bit different than the Firebomb, which is what I normally run. And I think for this run, we're going to run Incendiary. Each damage tick has a chance to spread to nearby enemies. And Backdraft, increase the activation radius. I'm assuming that will determine the size of the pool of fire that is left on the ground. And the way that we're actually going to test this is jump in and utilize only the ammo mod to get to roughly 20 to 25 and just see how well the ammo mod actually performs. All right, let's sneak down here. We have enough. Napalm Burst it is. And now we're ready to check out Petroleum. And now we're going to be relying on it get us through the rounds, which could be incredibly dangerous. Now, I'm pretty sure like the next thing I plan on testing is going to be Brain Rot. But if there's anything you guys want to see me test as far as augments are concerned, let me know down in the comment section below, because I basically have everything unlocked at this point. I think I have 2 field upgrades left. Everything else is at 100%. So pretty much open for me to test just about everything in the game currently. Okay, let's see what happens here. Did it already go off? Oh, it's right here. It's on the ground. Get him through. Walk through, walk through, walk through. This could be incredibly good. I don't feel like it's doing a lot of damage, though. So maybe it isn't going to be the play. But we'll see what happens. Maybe multiple activations. We're still going to get Elemental Pop here in a moment. Probably one of the next things I'm going to get. But let's see what the fire does. Doesn't look like it burns me at all, which is good. Let's see if I go through it. Nope. I think we're immune to it, which is awesome. It actually seems like it activates very consistently, which is really good. The only problem is it is kind of stationary, whereas other ammo mods can inflict damage in a radius. This one kind of revolves around them walking through it. So you do have to be a little bit more cautious to kite the zombies through the actual pool of lava or pool of fire in order for it to be optimal. All right, now we got Elemental Pop, and I'm pretty sure I have Citrus Focus and Chill Berry alongside another minor augment. I'm not exactly sure which. I think it's Vulnerabine, which will give them a little bit more of an elemental weakness, but we'll see what we can make happen here. Honestly, this is feeling pretty strong. I don't know if it's on the same level as the Firebomb, just simply because the Firebomb doesn't rely on us to kind of guide them through a specific spot on the map or on the ground. But this could be incredibly good for a stationary spot, kind of like up there, which we will test at some point towards the end of this. We'll see how well it actually does if it activates in that spot. I mean, normally you're going to want to run fireworks, but this could potentially be some sort of competitor to some degree. Obviously not as efficient, but if you're somewhere stationary or you have a place where the zombies are coming from a limited like area, be really good. All right, build up all the zombies and then light them up. All right, I got to pull them back this way. And then we'll shoot them some more. I think they just caught on fire again. There's multiple. Maybe not. Maybe they're just making that sound as they ignite amongst each other. Okay, let's just stay out of the way here. But I do think it activates fairly frequently, unlike many of the other ammo mods, augments that we have. Some of them just never seem to go off, or they go off every few magazines. This one definitely feels pretty consistent, and it definitely does enough damage, at least after activating it multiple times, that it will allow us to get through these rounds. All right, round 11, what do you have in store for us? I think the one thing I should grab for the bears might be a combat axe, just to make it a little bit easier, because it's pretty unlikely we're going to be able to take them out just utilizing the pool of lava on the ground from Napalm. The Napalm pool, to be correct. All right, we should be able to drag these guys through. Works incredibly well for the zombies. Don't think it's going to work incredibly well for the bear. Bear's just way too tanky. So that's probably the only thing we'll have to invest something outside of just the ammo mod in order to take down. But I honestly am liking the way this is functioning, to be fair. Like, I didn't think I was going to like it all that much with Firebomb being as good as it is. But honestly, if you're just kind of gathering the zombies around or training them appropriately, it is pretty impactful. All right, round 12, same thing. We get so many activations so consistently. It's absolutely incredible. We're just going to run them through it until they stop catching on fire here, until the pool disappears. Then we're going to try to get it to activate again. Don't think it'll happen within the same mag, but that's okay. I mean, it's going to be pretty impactful regardless, right? Like, we're not upgrading our weapon. It's not doing any of the damage basically at this point, or hardly any damage at this point. It's all left up to the fire. It's the way I love to test things in this game. This is how you know if the ammo mod is incredibly impactful. You put all of the weight of the game in the ammo mod's hands. Not that the ammo mods have limbs. I do kind of feel like having the Rampage Inducer on is making this a little bit more effective as well, just because the zombies are staying so close quarters. But I definitely think it'd be good regardless, right? It is just a little bit more helpful when the zombies gather up the way they do with the Rampage on. Without the rampage, I feel like they're just a little bit too spread out a lot of the time. Despawning in, respawning in, whatever the case is, definitely makes it a little bit more of a pain. But obviously, once you hit to a certain point, or get to a certain point within the match, having the rampage inducer on is also a huge pain in the butt. So it is nice to see that this is actually a fairly useful ammo mod augment. I was really uncertain how well some of these new major augments would be, but glad at least one of them so far ends up being pretty useful. Now, I doubt it's actually going to impact the amount of damage the napalm actually does, but towards the end of this run, we will upgrade the rarity just a little bit to see if the ticks of damage go up from 175 at all. You never know. I highly doubt it. Normally that's attachment based or something related to the weapon and not the ammo mod, but we'll never know for certain if we don't check and make sure, right? All right, come on, zombies. Getting a little slower to get through the rounds, but honestly, it is still pretty efficient. I just have to be incredibly careful with the rampage inducer on because I've yet to buy an armor upgrade. We'll probably do that here in just a second. Come on, last ammo mod. We need it to activate. Of course, it's not going to. There we are. And then I need you to get over here. You'll catch on fire. That should finish you off. Almost. Close enough. I am kind of surprised it's not knocking the armor off, but I also feel like last year's Dead Wire, they kind of felt like maybe that was a little bit too overpowered and don't really want many of the ammo mods to be able to inflict that outside of possibly Shatter Blast, which will be back in Season 1. All right, before hopefully I get blasted off the map here, I'm going to try to see if it damages the bear. I think it does. It looks like it's damaging the bear for 200 and something, unless it's just damaging the zombies for that much. Hold on. Oh, God. Maybe it's scaling per round. It is. It is scaling per round, so we don't even need to test the rarity thing that I was talking about. I mean, we will either way, just to make sure it's not inflicting more damage, but we got more damage just simply by going up in rounds. So it's going to stay consistent the entirety of the game, which is really nice. I mean, you can expect it to at least maintain its effectiveness as the rounds continue. Oh, my God, this bear. Stay away, buddy. I don't think I can activate it on you, so I can't even get it to go off. It's kind of hard to walk the bear through it, let's be honest. There's just too many zombies, and they're a little bit too fast. It's all right, though. We don't need it to damage the bear. I don't think it's damaging the bear. All right, we got this pain in the butt bear out of here. We don't have that many zombies left, but we'll still destroy him with napalm. Why not? Yeah, I thought the bear wasn't getting inflicted by damage because the 200s were popping up, and I just totally forgot that it was more likely to scale as the rounds go up. The one thing that is insanely hard to judge with this ammo mod combo, though, is how many it's actually eliminating. Because technically, it's eliminating all of them, but it can't kill them all in one single activation, and it does kind of depend how many zombies are in it. But maybe the pool disappears once 5 zombies get impacted by it. I'm not exactly sure, because it did get 5 napalm kills there. It is crazy that other ammo mods get 5 eliminations in an activation, and then you have fireworks getting 40. I really feel like the days of fireworks being overpowered are incredibly limited. Like, Season 1 could be a new era for ammo mods. All right, how many did we get there? Did we get 5 again? I honestly just cannot tell. I feel like it should be killing way more than that. Okay, we got 6. We got 6, 7. Oh, what a joke, huh? 6, 7. We got 10, 11, 12, 13. That's actually really solid. I know it's not killing a ton per activation, and we're having to kind of guide them through it, but I do feel like the amount of activations we're getting is easily making up for it. This might be one of my new favorite ammo mod augments, to be fair. Glad they actually chose to add some new additions with Black Ops 7. I think that was the right play. And then the double minor augments being able to be equipped, a whole different level of power we did not have in BO6. All right, bear. Okay, the bear's dead. I did kill a few zombies there, but bear's dead. We're good. We can go back to what we were doing. All right, build up all of our zombies. Let me actually make sure I get my axes just in case we get one more bear before we decide to leave this place. I did utilize Toxic Growth a little bit. Toxic Growth is so incredibly good. You'll have to let me know in the comment section below what's your favorite field upgrade to run currently. I'm assuming most of you might say Toxic Growth, but if that does end up being the case, maybe what's your favorite outside of Toxic Growth, being that it is so incredibly powerful here within this game. All right, let's go ahead and switch back to the weapon. Get the napalm activation going. Light them all up. The more they get inflicted by fire in this activation, the more they get eliminated in the next. That's kind of how it works. It's one of those ammo mods that sort of stacks, to be fair. All right, let's go ahead and get around these guys. Fire upon the group. Get them going. This is actually way easier than I thought it would be. If you guys are bored and want something to do, definitely try this out just to see how well you can maintain moving up in the rounds. Maybe you can make it to like 25 or something. It also help like teach you to train zombies more efficiently, to be fair. Like, just trying to utilize an ammo mod like this, where you actually have to train them through it, could be incredibly impactful for those of you looking to improve a little bit. All right, come on. Only a few more zombies left to go. They're getting absolutely obliterated. And that's almost all of them. I guess we're going to have to wait for one more activation. GG. All right, I think I'm going to... Well, I can't really stand in this spot, can I? Because I have no upgrades. Maybe we can try to get the activation to go off. Worst case, I jump down. Worst case, I go down. Type thing. All right, let's see what happens. Can we get an activation to go off fast enough? Oh, we did. All right, what happens? They're all dying. Oh, they're all taking damage. I'm not going to be able to stand here long enough to see what happens. Yep, this is dangerous. This is very dangerous for me. All right, got down. It is working really well, but obviously, as you guys can see, that is not going to work for this specific test due to the fact that we're not upgrading our weapon. And I don't want to upgrade the weapon. If you guys are curious why I don't upgrade the weapon, besides just putting all the pressure on the ammo mod to become successful, it's because I don't want the weapon to become the reason the zombies are dying, right? And in this case, there's going to be zero doubt that the ammo mod is doing all the work, because we all know by the time you reach round 20, your gray non-pack weapon is pretty much useless. All right, you stupid bear. I hope you die. Think we got it? Nope, not yet. Not quite. Is it there? Nope. Still alive. Okay, it died. Woo! It's always a fun experience trying to eliminate a bear when you have no means to do so outside of like a combat axe, or I guess in some cases maybe you have a score streak or whatever. You could utilize something outside of your normal weapon, but it is definitely a little scary when those moments hit, and I'm glad we were able to pull it off. Round 21. All right, this might be the last one we actually do. I was going to go to 20, but we ended up getting a Ravager round on 20, so I wanted to do at least one more round, but let's go ahead and see what we can do here. Or maybe we'll do one more round after this. I'll upgrade the weapon just to ensure it's not going to do anything, you know, crazy different. Go ahead and activate that. Oh, it activated on this side. It looked like it activated in a better area. Walk them all through it. There we go. Stay away from these guys. They're getting a little demonic because we have the Rampage Inducer on still, but I don't know. It's still fun and exciting, I guess. Come on, light them up. There we go. Catch them all on fire. You can do it. Yeah, so we got 7 of them there, but it all carries over. This is one of those ammo mods that really carries over because the activations are more than likely going to go off frequently enough to continue to impact the same zombies without you having to eliminate them. Whereas, like, fireworks, I guess, if it doesn't kill... I mean, it's going to kill the zombie, but more than likely, any zombie that it actually hits, it's just going to eliminate. It's not like a widespread DPS type of ammo mod. Okay, let's keep on keeping on. All right, we got 2 zombies left. Let's at least upgrade our rarity a little bit. I don't think it's going to impact the tick damage whatsoever, but just in case, we'll go ahead and eliminate these guys. This will be our last round testing out the ammo mod. I will say this is definitely a good major augment to have equipped. I almost kind of like it, depending on what you're doing within the game, more than I like the original combination that we were using from last year, which was definitely the firebomb incendiary type of combination. This is still incredibly impactful, but it would require you to kind of pay attention to the activations a little bit more, whereas the other one's just going to spread to any zombies within the area. This one definitely does require you to pull them through the pool, which is, you know, obviously the negative, I guess you could say. Okay, we do not want to get the nuke, but we want to continue activating many of these pools of fire as we can. Now, if the, you know, it would be crazy interesting. Obviously, it wouldn't make a lot of sense, I don't think, but imagine if the napalm pool, like, hovered around the zombies. Like, it just... Oh, I did not mean to throw that. It would just, like, kind of maintain sticking with the group of zombies, kind of follow them around, or at least move in a specific sort of fashion to make it a little bit more impactful. Kind of like some of the other ammo mods that we currently have, right? I think we have an ammo mod for... Or I guess it's not an ammo mod. Probably like the super massive or whatever it's called, or the one that makes dark flare into a giant sphere. Kind of like that. That one, like, travels forward. I think that would be kind of interesting, because then it would be a little bit more impactful than it is, whereas this one does require you, like we've been saying, to kind of pull the zombies through that space. Obviously, the zombies are also getting more dangerous. Can you stop hitting me? This armored zombie's at the speed of light. Come on. You just got to keep you all grouped up. Shouldn't be too bad. Oh, it's getting a little scary, though. It's just because some of these guys are so much faster than the rest. That's why we don't go too much further than 20 normally when we do these types of runs either. Yep, need some more plates, but they're not really dropping because we're not getting the kills. Okay. You know what's super interesting to me always, and you guys will have to let me know how you feel about it in the comment section below, but doesn't it not like bother anybody else that the zombies don't slow down in any fashion while they're getting shot in the face? Like, there's no way that the zombie's picking up momentum while it's getting shot continuously in the forehead. That just never makes sense to me. All right, come on. The last of the zombies. Get together. Wander through the fire. The more time I spend in the fire, the better off we are. There it is. Keep on keeping on. I guess we're going to have to get one more activation to free ourselves, but in the end, it ended up working. I don't think the tick damage was changed whatsoever by us upgrading the weapon, but that's okay. It still ended up getting us through the 20-plus rounds that we were hoping to, and I think we're good to go. That's going to wrap things up for us here. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. Let me know down in the comment section below if this is something you guys could see yourself using in BO7 Zombies, or if you're going to stick to the augments we were using back in Black Ops 6. Thank you guys for all the support. I look forward to seeing y'all in the next one. Peace!